Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your favorite young black entrepreneur, truck driver, all that jazz, Lion King, coming to you from my home in Hammond. I know it's been a while. My beard grew out a little bit more, hair grew out a little bit more, and I got my ears pierced. So I know it's been a couple weeks, nearly a month or so since I made a video. I want to sincerely apologize, but there's been a lot of great things happening that has taken my attention and has made me subsequently not been able to make videos like I want to. I really do apologize. But because of the things that I'm going through right now, which has all been positive things, thank you, Jesus. That's giving me a lot more ideas and things that I want to share with you guys. So the one thing that I'm gonna share with you guys today, just is going to be what it's like to finally come off the road, because that's one of the blessings that I had since the last time I made a video, is that my company has systematically put me out of a truck. Other things that have happened, just so you can keep tabs on what I do. I'm off the road now. I've been off the road for 2 full weeks now, going on three. I start EMT school here in about 3 weeks, 3 4 weeks. At the end of March, I start EMT school, and then actually my daughter is going to be here at the end of March as well. So it's been a lot of things, like for example, our baby showers tomorrow for our daughter. So it's just been a lot of things that's been going on, trying to get the house ready for our new baby, get our son ready for our new baby, get the company ready for me going to school, getting myself ready for school, getting my family ready for school. It's been a lot of stuff going on, and it's all been a blessing. That's the one thing I can say. It's all been a blessing, and if I couldn't achieve it, then God would not have given it to me. So I really do appreciate that, and more so, I want to thank you all for your support. I've been getting so much love on my past videos, even a video that I didn't get tagged in got like some views and some comments on it too. So thank you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the ones that subscribe, thank you for the ones that share my video, thank you for the ones that just watch my video. Period. Thank you guys so much. Um, but today's video is going to be really quick. One thing that you really can't find no videos or research on is, what is it like to be a truck company owner and transition off of the road. So that's what this video is about. The majority of people, like people typically get into trucking two ways. Or two main ways. It's either they got their CDL, they were the company driver, and then they, switch owner op, or there's somebody with some money that's never driven a truck and bought a truck and put somebody in there and blah blah blah. So this is going to be tailored to the people that took the CDL route, got their CDL, went bought a truck, got a truck. Now they transitioned off of the road. That's my situation now. I've been in business for 3 years. December 15th, 2017, and I recently came off the road. What was that? On the 15th of February of 2021. I've officially been. That was the start of my first week off the road. Um, it's weird. I'll just put it like that, like just for starters, because anybody that's been military or had any job where they had to be away from family and transition to a new way of life for a long period of time, then had to come home and transition to back to being at home. You may know what I'm talking about. It's weird. Just being at home, not traveling, not dealing with traffic, driving, operating a truck, being in that road, in the day-to-day road lifestyle, being away from home, all that stuff. It's just being home is weird. So that's an adjustment. You know, that's an adjustment that's the very first pertinent thing that I had to adjust to, was just being at home. And it took me like I said, I've been off the road for 3 weeks, and it's starting to finally click. Like after week and a half into 2 weeks, if well, honestly, two and a half maybe today, that it really started to click. Like, okay, I'm at home. How do I operate being home on a daily basis? How do I be a man that's present in my household on a daily basis? It's a transition, because since I've had my family, pretty much my son, my company was open for 3 months before my fiance got pregnant, and so I've had my son's entire life. I have been just a truck driver. I've been out on the road. That's what I did. So now I'm transitioning to being a daily father. So that's an adjustment. A daily man in the household, taking care of daily chores. It's weird. That's just the number one thing is that it is weird. It is an adjustment period. I promise you, it is an adjustment period. And I feel like I'm towards the end of it, but it's like I'm starting a new journey because I'm at the end of my adjustment period. It's like I'm starting a whole new journey in my life. Um, Also, the second thing is that the money. So everybody's dream is to come off the road and still be able to make as much as they did while on the road. Well, because of some good decisions that I made and good deals that I've done, um, my transition off the road has stunted me financially. I'm not gonna lie, it has stunted me financially. However, I'm hustling, so that's just temporary. That's just one stream of income that's shortened up because I'm doing two other streams of income. So it is what it is on that one. But everybody says, well, how do you pay yourself and all this other stuff. So me, the way I do my company as far as like payroll goes, as far as like office things, is that I have 5% set aside for dispatch. So right now, because I dispatch solely on my own, that whole 5% is mine. But you can even pay a dispatcher salary where it's like $200 a week per truck that they dispatch. And to me, that's a hustle for me because guess what? Since I've been off the road and I actually can sit down at a computer and or even on my phone still just okay, let me fully map this out. Let me look at the miles. Let me instead of having to calculate so much stuff in my head while still focusing on the road. I've seen my truck's grosses go up a couple, like not a whole lot, but still they went from averaging about 4,500 to about 5,000. So it's about a $500 difference just from me being at home per truck. So just factor that in. I know it's a high market right now, but still the fact that I've been doing so much thinking and putting together things that I can never would have been able to dream of doing while physically driving and out there on the road. It's just, I'm making more money that way. So I pay myself percentage, 5%, but at the bare minimum, I know I'm gonna make $200 per truck per week. So right now, as of today, how I'm sitting right now, I make about $400 a week off my company. And I have an additional truck that's about to come on in about 3 weeks. Another company driver, I'm about to buy me another truck. So that'll be when he gets on there, gets rolling. That's gonna be $600 a week. So as the company grows, I'm still going to be getting money for that. So that's just the beauty of having your own company and doing what you do. Um, and obviously, if you come off the road and your family, your household has or your lifestyle has been used to you bringing in like $1,100 a week after taxes, and now you only bringing in after taxes maybe about 350, 450, 500. Guess what? Now you have to come up with extra income. But like I said, my income is shortened with the company, but and still growing. But I have two other revenue streams that I'm looking at. So that's the one thing about transitioning off out of the truck is that you have to start looking at different revenue streams. Because you have more time to be at home and think and plot and blah 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 blah. Your hustle should not just stop, and your finances should not just only be based on one revenue stream. You'll never be rich. You'll never be well off just working on one revenue. Because if anything, God forbid, anything was to happen to the company, I would be SOL. For those 3 years that I was, just doing the company, there was times where I was damn near SOL. Like I never filed bankruptcy, but shit, there was times where it was close. So because my company has systematically taken me off of the road, now I'm looking at different streams of income. So like I said, I'm going back to school being EMT. I started a new business for Uber. Those are two different revenue streams that EMT is going to pay about $400 a week after taxes. They don't really get paid much, but I'm in it for the experience, really. Because when you match that $400 of EMT experience with my $600 of company, that's my 1,000. Then if I wanted to do Uber or whatever on some days that I have off, then that's extra, maybe $100, $200, depending on how much I work. So there's my $1,200 right there, and that's a 5-day work week and all that, and I still get to come home every day and lay my head in my own bed. And because the company's still going to grow, the company for Uber is going to grow. And EMT, if I want to pursue that deeper, that money is going to grow. Paramedics, if I decide to go back to school and become a paramedic, that's $22 an hour versus 15. So, you do the math. Um, Yeah. So that's another thing is just making sure that your finances keep up because I I just couldn't stay on the road no more. I was too much of a liability than an asset. There was no reason for me to hold a truck up for myself when I was not able to stay on the road as much as I need to stay on the road. Um, Let me see. Transition off the road, let's say personally wise, financially wise, business wise. Okay, so the biggest problem that I had in my business is that when I started the business, it was very focused on the trucks, the drivers, and stuff like that. Now that I'm off the road, now I have an opportunity to be hands on in creating the back office aspect of things. So as far as like hiring different people, blah blah blah, getting policies in place, getting the right people to do the right things, getting standards, SOPs, blah blah blah. That's another thing that I'm working on right now. I actually have somebody that works in the office, other than my fiance. She does payroll right now, but I have somebody that actually takes care of the paperwork now that I'm starting to train and paying stuff like that. Um, so that's a whole nother aspect of trucking that a lot of people don't really think about. Like, okay, as your company grows, guess what? You cannot handle everything on your own. Because at the end of the day, there's people out here who do it. Great kudos to you. But guess what? You by yourself is not going to get everything done on top of still running the day to day, on top of creating other forms of income. That's just the reality of it. So now I'm working on the back office side of things, trying to get all that together so I can pretty much go to school and be, have a little bit of weight off my mind because I realized that if I can have somebody that I can trust handle the filing in the paperwork, which really takes about 3 hours a week, and then have that same person flip around and handle the day to day, like the little tedious stuff with the truck, as far as like, hey, did you make it to your appointment on time? Do you have detention? What time you get there? What time you leave? Hey, you're lost. Let me look on Google Maps and let me help you out. Like all the little tedious phone calls that I get all day that's not maintenance related. And if I can have somebody else do that, my mind and my phone will be cleared up so much because my phone blows up so much with the small stuff, the stuff that anybody can do. Like honestly, I could get somebody from high school to do this job. And I feel like, that just takes up too much mental. And aside from that, since I've been off the road, I've started a benefit package for the company. I have a IRA account that I'm paying to matching 3%. It's just a lot of back office stuff that I have not had a chance to necessarily focus on and critique as much as I have with the trucks, the drivers, the maintenance stuff like that. So now that I'm off the road, I'm focusing on that. Um, Same thing truck related. Yeah, that's it. Like I can say that even with my money being shortened up, I am happy that I have reached the point that I have made in my company. And I'm not saying this because I'm looking for congratulations. I'm not saying this because uh I want to gloat or anything like that. I'm very humble about it. But I'm pretty much telling you guys that I've been pushed off the road by my company just to say that if you play your cards right, it's not that hard to do. I am 24. I started this company when I was 21 with 3,000. I'm sorry, with $2,500. You guys can do this. That's why at the end of every video, I say that I believe you can do anything you put your mind to as long as you reach out and grab it because that's exactly what I did. And after 3 years, God has blessed me with that opportunity to be put off the road. I didn't have to force my company's hand to, get me off the road. I didn't have to just jump out of the truck and like, oh man, let me hurry and find somebody. No, all the cards lined up perfectly to where I was able to come off the road and still have a decent income at home, enough to where I can, find a little bit to supplement, enough to where I could, I have other drivers, I have other opportunities. There's so much money out here for me. Um, so I'm very humble, and I hope this video kind of motivates you guys. I know I sound kind of monotone because I'm still in my adjustment period. Like, yo, this has really happened. I'm still in awe about that just happened, and still wrapping my mind around in 3 weeks. In like 3 weeks, I'm gonna be a father too with a daughter. And also in that same in that same time, like literally I start school like plus or minus 2 days of our due date, for our daughter. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and it's been all. blessings. It's been all blessings. So I hope this has motivated you guys. Like, if I can do it at 24, started a company with nothing, I've shed so many tears. I've sacrificed so much and thought, there's been a lot of times where I just wanted to give up and say, screw this company, I'm not doing it. There's been so many times where I even looked at, had the paperwork in my hand to dissolve my company. There's been, I even put my truck up for sale on Facebook. And it's been a long road, but now there's a future. There's no longer a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm at that light, and now I see the future. It took 3 long years, and when I say so many tears that was cried, I mean so many tears. There was so many things that happened that I did not think I was going to make it. The company was going to make it. It's been so much, but perseverance. Proof of your desire is in your pursuit. My football coach from Carver Military, Coach Ward, told me that. And that kind of stuck with me. The proof of your desires in your pursuit. So if you wanted to make it happen, you just got to keep pushing until you get it. You pray to God and you go ahead and put the lead work in. You don't just sit there and wait for things to fall in your lap. You make things fall in your lap. So with that being said, guys, I really do love you guys. I really do apologize that I've been making the videos, but I hope I explained myself well, and I hope that not only did you learn something about transitioning off of the road and what to expect, but also that you guys can for real, like, no joke, not be one of those people who just runs the rat race your entire life and you're stuck on the road. You're stuck doing things that you necessarily don't want to do. I like trucks. I like the traveling, but I have my personal eyes set on so much more. Like I said, I'm doing EMT. I'm doing Uber, not because I want to do Uber, but because, the money helps out. And eventually Uber is just gonna be my passive income, so I can go back and finish getting my private pilot certificate. Um, but yeah, that's it, guys. I love you. I promise you, I'm gonna make a couple more videos. Even if I'm in the hospital and we're watching the birth of my daughter, I'm gonna be making videos. Also, um, in response to my 2 new forms of income, I'm going to be making some videos that's geared towards EMT school, some videos that's geared towards Uber itself and how to get started with Uber. So stay tuned for that. And as well, I'm always going to be making videos for trucking. And I also got an Amazon video to post up. Not post, I have one that I need to make about Amazon contracts outside of peak season. Because so far we've done 3 of them. We've done 3 separate contracts. Granted, 2 of them were in tandem, but nonetheless, there were still 3 different contracts. So I'm gonna be posting a video about that experience as well. So with that being said, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really do miss making the videos. So please stay tuned. I believe you guys can do anything you put your mind to as long as you reach out and grab it. Lion King signing off. Peace.